Mi nombre es Judith Flores. I'm 24 years old and I'm originally from Phoenix, Arizona. Right now I'm taking a break from my studies. I'm working with my mom as like a personal trainer, you could say. Yeah. I would say that I'm still on my conversion journey, so I'm not completely done. My lifestyle, I wouldn't say it was too crazy, but in college I did do a lot of things that I'm not that proud of. So I guess I was a little bit more wild, a little bit more willing to do anything just to be considered the life of the party, honestly. The turning point for my life, honestly, was one time, there was a couple, but they were like a couple months apart. One time I came back from, I guess I went clubbing with my friends, and then I came back and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, wow, I feel so empty. Sentía un vacío adentro cuando me vi, y I was just like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life? Después de ese tiempo ya me habían invitado, no, estaban por invitarme al retiro de Iskali. Al principio no estaba muy segura de que quería participar porque pues había estado en un retiro antes. And during that retreat, like, I did feel a lot of change and I was going through another like a tough situation. I cried a lot during that retreat and I felt like that was it for me. So cuando me invitaron a este retiro de Iskali retreat, I was like, I don't know if I want to. But after that, I took the plunge, I went, and it was like a beautiful experience for me. And I'd like to say that after that point, I changed. But after that point, I went to a party with my friends. It was like a month afterwards when I was just trying to chill. But it turned out that I drank a little too much de la cuenta. Me pasé. Y acabé the next day at my friend's house. I had no idea what had happened. It's kind of embarrassing to admit, honestly. I had no idea what had happened. I woke up to my mom sending me text messages. She was like, what happened? ¿Dónde estás? ¿Qué te pasó? Y en ese momento I was like, I cried. I got home, I drove to my house, estaba bien, me dieron una regañada, obviamente. And I cried so much because I was like, why? What is this happening? Why is this happening? And this was after, I think it was after I had already lived my first like initiation retreat. And I just felt so embarrassed, so out of touch with everything. And I was like, si yo ya fui, según yo ya estoy convertida, how is it que yo pude pasar por estas cosas otra vez? Ever since then, I haven't really gone out like that. I don't really drink anymore. Like maybe here one or two, like occasionally, pero así como antes lo hacía, never again. Because I just remember that day and I remember la angustia que le causé a mi mamá y a mi papá, and I'm really like ashamed of it to this day. But I'm just trying to look forward and I try not. I know que Dios ya me ha perdonado, and I know that me he perdonado sola. So I guess that was the turning point where I was like, de aquí ya, yo decido cómo voy a seguir mi camino. Ya sé que me he caído, I know I've fallen, but I choose that from here on out, I want to get up and I want to not be that person that's only thinking about myself. It's always been bits and pieces. Since I was little, mi mamá siempre me inculcó, mi mamá y mi papá siempre me inculcaban like to pray. So I would pray at night, me sabía todos mis rezos. Like I would look at like a children's Bible that my grandma would give me. So the faith has always been there, like la semillita siempre ha estado plantada ahí. Pero I think I decided to take that leap of faith and really go into it when I did my confirmation. It was in el 2021, so like a year before the Iskali retreat. Y desde ese entonces I was like, oh, I think I don't know, I liked learning about my faith. And from then on out, that's when I was like, I want to take this journey and this walk and learn more and get closer and know more people. Right now, my biggest challenge is kind of figuring out what I want to do with my life. I know that's not a small one. I'm 24, and sometimes I feel like there's a lot of things that I haven't done, that I've missed the opportunities. So right now, I'm just trying to decide what path and what journey I'm trying to take in terms of like school and a job, because I want to change careers. I would say that before guardaba un poquito de rencor. Like, I said I didn't, but there was always like this resentment I felt towards people. And I think that after the conversion, I was able to forgive most of the things. Like, I'm able to intake information, intake things people say to me, and I'm able to forgive them. O sea, el perdonar. Yo digo que eso es lo más importante que he aprendido y que he seguido, mantenido. El perdón y el decir, esta persona está pasando por un mal rato, pero a mí no me tiene que afectar porque ellos están pasando por sus cosas y no me tiene que afectar a mí de esa manera. My goal for this Lent is to actually take Lent seriously, because a lot of the times we just like, oh, no comemos carne on Fridays and we go to misa more. Pero I feel like this Lent I really want to start reading the Bible more, being more knowledgeable about facts in my faith, being more knowledgeable about a lot of different things and books and stories, and I guess I'm trying to learn more and read more as well. I invite everyone that hasn't taken the time or opportunity to actually live their Lent, to live this Lent period, to take it more seriously. This is a time for you to reflect and for us to really understand what our relationship with God is, what relationship we're trying to have with ourselves, and the relationship we're trying to have with the people around us and our family, because the family is the unit, and if the family isn't okay, sometimes we're not okay. And so I feel like we need to start learning and start being with the people around us. And my advice is, it's never too late. It's never too late to forgive yourself. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to start walking in this journey with God. It's never too late to start. And I think that that's one of the biggest things that I take away. Before, I kind of felt like the conversion was like converting myself to a life of more fruitful like relationships, fruitful, like that's what I'm trying to learn now. Like, life isn't just about having fun and living in the moment. Like, yeah, that's cool and all, but it's also about taking time to be with our family. I feel like now I spend a lot of time with my family. Like, I've always spent time with my family, but now I take the time to be like, hey, like I talk to my little brother, I'm like, how are you doing? What are your problems in school? Do you want to go here? My little brother's like, hey, you want to come with me to do this? I'm not like, no, I'm too busy. Even if I'm tired or whatever, I'm like, okay, I'll be with you right now. Like, if you just need someone to talk to, like, that's fine. Like, I'm trying to be more open to people that are asking for just a friend or company to be in the moment. My advice to the people watching is never forget that, like, we're human and nobody's gonna be perfect. Like, walking with God does not mean that we are perfect. Obviously, we are full of, there's a lot of temptations and there's a lot of things that are always trying to grab our attention and take away from the things that are important to us in our life. So just remember that we're human, and if there's something that trips us up along the way, like, God is always going to be there for us. He's always going to be forgiving us because he loves us. And yeah, just remember that he's gonna be there for us all the time.